Hello, and welcome to News Valdosta. I am Cody Johnson.
And I'm Donisha Branham. We begin with the holiday travel season that's right around the corner. Students are already making plans to head back home for a much-needed break next week.
News Valdosta Maria Sellers breaks down your holiday travel forecast.
The holiday season is right around the corner, and it is expected to be a busy one for travelers. Airport officials here at Valdosta Regional Airport are telling me what passengers can expect and how they're preparing for the season. Usually flights out of Valdosta are about 85% full. However, airport manager Jim Galloway says that number is expected to rise soon.
We just anticipate a little bit extra passenger loads as we get toward the holidays.
To accommodate those extra passengers, Valdosta Airport plans to make changes to their parking so there are more available spots for travelers.
It will start running out of parking spaces, and we allow people to park in the grass. All we ask is that they don't block anybody else in.
As for drivers hitting the road this holiday, AAA is predicting an increase in road traffic as well. VSU student Madison Kreisel says her family drives from Georgia to Arkansas each holiday season and encounters heavy traffic that makes an 11-hour trip even longer.
During holiday season, you definitely hit a lot of holiday traffic, especially around like Atlanta when we go up and then over. But even on the back roads, it's still a lot of traffic.
AAA is reporting that nationally, the busiest day for travel by plane, car, or train will be November 27th. However, airport officials here at Valdosta Regional Airport tell me that their busiest day for travel will be the Sunday following Thanksgiving. Reporting for News Valdosta, I'm Maria Sellers.
A trio of men are in the Lowndes County Jail charged with writing hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of fraudulent checks. The men were stopped on I-75 Monday. Investigators says George Rodriguez Lopez, Pedro Valle, and Lazaro Martinez Narden told them they were driving back from Tennessee to their home in Miami. Detectives say after their stories didn't add up, they searched the car and found 273 checks from different victims totaling $300,006. It was also discovered that Narden was wanted by the U.S. Marshals in an unrelated case.
A traffic stop in Lowndes County led to the discovery of 50 pounds of marijuana and the arrest of 2 men. Detectives say they tried to pull over Darren Howard as he was going south on I-75 Tuesday. They say he refused to pull over and threw a handgun out the window. The chase now went into Hamilton County, Florida, where deputies had used stop sticks and a pit maneuver to stop the car. Howard and his passenger, Rashawn Williams, were arrested. After searching the car, deputies found the marijuana in a vacuum-sealed bags.
The Moultrie mother charged in the death of her baby has bonded out of jail. Karen Harrison is charged with murder and child cruelty after police say she dropped her 3-month-old baby during a fight with another woman outside a beauty supply store back in July. Harrison will head back to court in January. The other woman involved in the fight was not charged.
Impeachment testimonies continue on Capitol Hill today, as one witness set to testify may be the most pivotal witness in the proceedings so far. U.S. Ambassador to impeach the European Union, Gordon Sondland, says he heard President Trump tell Ukraine's president to investigate his political rivals. Democrats say at stake was $400 million in military aid for the country. President Trump has denied the allegation he was withholding the money for dirt on former vice president and his son.
10 candidates are set to take the stage this evening for the next round of Democratic presidential debate. Since the last debate, 2 candidates have ended their runs. Beto O'Rourke and Julian Castro will not be joining the remaining candidates. This next debate will be a historic one, as it will be held right here in Georgia at the Tyler Perry Studios. This will be the first time that a debate of this nature will be held at a privately owned studio. The debate will be broadcast on MSNBC and will begin at 9 p.m.
A convicted felon was set to be executed tonight before the courts decided to reopen the case. 23 years ago, Rodney Reed was charged for the murder and rape of Stacey Stites in Texas. His case received a large amount of pressure to be reopened, including from celebrities like Kim Kardashian and Rihanna. Reed has always denied he harmed Stites, but maintained he did have an affair with her. His lawyers claimed that there were errors with the DNA testing. Reed's defense team said they have new evidence along with witnesses who have come forth to help prove his innocence.
The Valdosta State Prison is hosting a hiring event today. The event will be held at the Valdosta State Prison Training Building and will be from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. The event will include a physical and an on-site interview. Applicants need to bring their application, a valid driver's license, birth certificate, social security card, and high school diploma, among other things. Be dressed professionally, but bring an extra pair of clothes for your physical. Hiring will take place on-site. Coming up on News Valdosta, one VSU department is getting in the Christmas spirit early.
And Disney's new streaming service is breaking records. We'll have that and more coming up after the break.
How do you define tradition?
How do you hold on to all the memories, all the victories, the struggles?
The friendships. How do you carry all the history?
All the spirit, and all the beauty with you on your journey ahead. Like this.
We're all a part of this tradition.
Now make your mark.
Welcome back to News Valdosta. While Christmas is more than a month away, that's not stopping VSU Department of Communication from spreading some holiday cheer. It is the inaugural year of Door Festivus 2019. The door decorating contest is the brainchild of mass media professor Dr. Nicole Cox. It came about after she saw another mass media instructor decorated her office with Christmas lights. The rules are simple. Decorate your office or classroom doors with a holiday theme. The students and staff in the department will vote on a winner who will receive a plaque. The goal is to make this a holiday tradition among the department. Voting starts on November 25th.
Dollar Tree may be selling unsafe drugs. The store was sent several letters from the Food and Drug Administration regarding the amount of unsafe drugs that are being sold, most of which have been untested. The letters claim that this is happening in more than 15,000 stores. The company now has 15 working days to respond in writing to the FDA in order to be deemed safe for the public. The company was also fined over $1 million in August for selling expired over-the-counter drugs, along with Dollar General.
Disney Plus has amassed 10 million subscribers in just one day of existence. The claim seems to back up Disney's story that the platform crashed because of demand, which was announced a week ago. It is projected to reach 60 to 90 million global subscribers by 2024, which is well below Netflix's 160 million subscribers. Subscribers have access to the company's biggest brands, including Marvel, Star Wars, Disney Animation, and Pixar. A warning is placed by the company on some of the older content that it may contain outdated cultural stereotypes.
Netflix and Nickelodeon have formed a new multi-year deal to produce original animated features and television series based on existing Nickelodeon characters as well as brand new ones. Currently in the works are specials based on The Loud House and Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Netflix says 60% of its subscribers watch kids shows and movies regularly. The announcement came days after Disney launched its first streaming platform, Disney+.
International student enrollment at American universities continues to fall and cost the U.S. billions of dollars. The Association of the National Educators estimate the decline has cost the economy $11.8 billion and 65,000 jobs. New international students' enrollments dropped by 6.6% last year. Experts say fewer students are coming to the U.S. because they believe getting a visa has become more difficult. They also perceive the country as unsafe because of gun violence.
And the roller coaster weather will continue into your weekend. Sequel Merkerson breaks down this in Valdosta forecast.
I'm Cecil Merkerson, and is your News Valdosta weather forecast, courtesy of the National Weather Service. As we start our 4-day forecast, Thursday is going to be partly sunny with a high of 71, and you get into the lower to the night, it's going to be a low of 48. As well as Friday is going to be a little partly cloudy with a high of 73 and a low of 56. As we start on Saturday, all our Blazer fans, this is going to be a bye week for your Blazers football, but we're going to have a pretty nice day majority of the day. So we have a high of 94 and a low of 70, but a 50% chance of rain as you head lower to about 1 p.m. As we start on Sunday, we have a high of 60, a low of 38 as well. So after your Sunday service, it might be a little chilly, you might want to stay indoors. This has been your News Valdosta weather forecast. Y'all have a great week.
The Blazers football team earned themselves a first-round bye in the playoffs with last week's win, and the scheduled Colin Kaepernick workout ended in a debacle for the NFL. I'll break it all down next in sports.
Body language. Without saying a word, it can tell you so much. Like someone is having a stroke. Know the sudden signs. Learn fast. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911 immediately. The sooner they get to the hospital, the sooner they'll get treatment, and that can make a remarkable difference in their recovery. Learn the body language, the sudden signs, and spot a stroke fast.
I'm Gerald Thomas, and we begin with the Blazers football, who completed their second consecutive undefeated regular season with their 42-14 victory over West Georgia last Saturday. The Blazers secured the second straight Gulf South Conference Championship, 25th consecutive win, and kept the symbolic peach basket in the game. The win helped VSU obtain the #1 seed in the first round bye week as the playoffs begin this weekend. VSU will face the winner of 4 seed Wingate and West Florida on November 30th at Bates-Mohada Stadium. It potentially sets up a rematch of the GSC Championship between VSU and West Florida. Other teams in the Blazers bracket include 2 seed Lenoir-Rhyne, 3 seed Bowie State, as well as Miles College and Carson Newman. Colin Kaepernick called and audibled and held his own workout Saturday at an Atlanta area high school in front of cameras and reporters. The NFL scheduled an organized workout at 3 p.m. on Saturday, but just before the workout was set to begin, Kaepernick pulled out. His representatives refused to sign a letter NFL lawyers drafted up, concerned it would sign away his right to legal recourse over anything related to the workout and his employment in the league. Around noon, 3 hours before the event, Kaepernick's representatives sent their own waiver addressing injuring risk. But around 2 p.m., they learned the NFL was not going to sign it. At 4 p.m., an hour later than his scheduled NFL workout, Kaepernick's own event kicked off with media in attendance and 8 NFL teams. Kaepernick worked out signed gear for fans and finished by making brief remarks aimed at the NFL, saying he's ready for another shot. The Atlanta Falcons are on a winning streak after beating the Carolina Panthers Sunday. During the game, the Falcons intercepted Panthers quarterback Kyle Allen 4 times, sacked him 5 times. Matt Ryan threw for 311 yards with 1 touchdown. Over the past 2 games, the Falcons have only allowed 4 field goals and no touchdowns against opposing teams. The Falcons can only improve from here. Next Sunday's game, the Falcons will take on NFC South rivals the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. After a convincing 45-9 victory over Lakeside High School in the first round of the GSSA 6A playoff tournament, the Valdosta High School Wildcats football team are setting their sights on St. Johns Creek. The 9-2 Wildcats will be traveling to Johns Creek to battle the 10-1 Gladiators on Friday. The Gladiators are entering Friday's game on a 9-game winning streak after defeating Alexander High 59-34 in the first round. For the Wildcats, they're on a 2-game winning streak. This second round matchup will kick off at 7:30 in Johns Creek. The Lowndes High School Vikings advanced to the second round of the GHSA football playoffs with a 38-8 defeat of Hillgrove last Friday. The Vikings never trailed in the contest and scored 22 unanswered points in the opening round victory. Undefeated Lions will face Norcross on Friday at Martin Stadium. Kickoff is scheduled for 8 p.m. A few final notes. VSU's volleyball team is at home this weekend against Auburn Montgomery, and the men's and women's basketball team are on the road taking on Christian Brothers. That's it for sports. We'll be right back.
When every moment matters and a hand reaches out, when someone gives blood and a life is saved, that moment when heartbreak turns to hope, you're there through the American Red Cross. Every day, the Red Cross responds to nearly 200 neighborhood emergencies, and your support makes it possible. Use this moment to join us today. Visit redcross.org.
For today's News Valdosta, we hope you've enjoyed our show.
This is our last show of the semester. We'll see you right back here in January. Have a happy holiday season.